I always thought that I could do it on my own and that I can learn my way into recovery because I can do so many other things. And the longest amount of time sober that I got was 3 weeks. So for 3 years, I tried and I tried and I failed and I failed. And it came to a point close to the end of that 3 years that I gave up. And I remember telling myself that I think that my body is just supposed to have alcohol. I think that there's no other way for my life to be. I can't stop.
When I'm telling my story, I know that I'll be a little bit sad, I think, because the before was really sad, but the after is really happy, so.
My name is Kira. I was born in Tisdale, Saskatchewan, and now I live in Ladysmith, BC. I always tried to make my external world look as positive as possible, because ever since I can remember, what was going on inside was never good enough. And so all throughout elementary school and going into high school, my grades were one way to prove that I was worthy. So I studied all throughout university, and I had a lot of fun in school, but one of the reasons I say that I had fun is because I was partying a lot, and everybody was. But I also knew some of the behaviors that I was doing weren't what others would necessarily do. So I finished university, and then I went into the working world. I got a cool job doing marketing and community investment. All these things were going really, really well. But at the same time, my drinking was escalating at the exact same time. For me, it was just drinking calms anxiety. Like that's the solution. That's the cure. That's where I find peace. People at work were starting to worry about me. I was missing a lot of work. My days or my mornings look like, dry heaving every morning and shaking and hoping that nobody can smell anything on me. And every day after work, on the lucky days where I convinced myself not to go to the liquor store, that was great. But on most days, every single time I would go to the liquor store, I'd walk out, I'd open the door and say, I hate myself. I always ask myself, what am I waiting for? Why? I want this to end so bad. Everything is so good. What am I waiting for to make this stop? One day, Mom said, I want to talk to you. And she had a really good heart-to-heart with me and talked to me about treatment. And she said, I did some research. And there's this lovely lady named Wendy that I've been talking to. And Wendy is a doctor out in Saskatoon. And Wendy is in recovery as well. And so one night, I got on the phone with Wendy. And she said to me, Kira, you're amazing. From the sounds of it, you can do anything. But you can't do this. And if you want to get better, you have to take the help that's been given to you. You do it once, you do it right, and you get it over with, and you move on. And something just came over me that had me so excited about it. And so a week later, I arrived in Nanaimo to go to Edgewood. Walking through those doors, that was the absolute hardest, but as soon as I did, I felt relief. So I spent 50 days there. I learned a lot. It was what I needed and what a lot of people need to get started. It is a safe place. It is a warm place. It is the house of miracles, as they say. And now I know too that these emotions and feelings and thoughts, like, I'm supposed to have them. I'm supposed to feel them. And if I'm struggling with any of them, I can share them in order to help me make sense of them. I find running to be quite similar to recovery in that sometimes I need to think about it. I just need to get through this next hour. I just need to do today. Today is hard, but I can do today. I don't have to think about 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the road. Just today. As long as I have that, I can do that. I can do 1K. I have 1K in me. I didn't know that life could be as wonderful as it is. I came from being something that was so sad and retracted and untruthful to fully being alive and living.